Thomas Fuller once said, "We never know the worth of the well till the water is dry." Indiana State provides a lot of refill stations throughout the campus, and yet you still see a lot of college students using disposable plastic bottles. In research done by Glick and Cooley in 2009, they found that water bottle sales have increased by 70% in the United States since 2001 and have surpassed milk and beer. Over time, disposable plastic water bottles have taken over refillable bottles, while this plastic creates landfills, contaminates the water we drink, and releases chemicals that pollute the earth and our bodies. I hope to inform some of you students the harmful sides of using plastic bottles and hope that you all transfer over to using reusable plastic bottles. So, one way we can start is by recycling. In the United States, we only recycle about 5% of the plastic we use. The other 95% either ends up in landfills or finds its way into the ocean, creating many of the floating landfills in our ocean. Now, the average American throws away 185 pounds of plastic, and it has been found that about 40% comes from some type of plastic bottle. So when you do use disposable bottles, you should always take the time to recycle them. These plastic bottles also contaminate our water. In a sample done by Bernstein and Wood in 2013, they found that in Lake Erie, 85% of the plastic recovered was less than 0.2 of an inch. Most of it being microplastic consumed by fish that we end up eating and even consumed by humans in bottled water. The second issue found with disposable water bottles is that they release chemicals into the earth and into our body. Over time, these chemicals that are used make plastic release into the soil and the water that we drink. One chemical, polyethylene tetralate, also known as PET, leaches chemicals if scratched or heated in a research done by Laboratory in 2011. In research done by Ralph Vasami in 2010, he believes that PET was the original source of plastic bottle contamination. In a study done by Professor Sack, he found that chemicals released in BPA increase estrogen levels in rats. Professor Sack said that exposure to high doses of BPA during pregnancy and or lactation most adverse developmental effects, including reduced survival, birth weight growth, and offspring early, and delayed onset of puberty in male and female rodents. So what can you do to stop the risk of being exposed to these dangerous chemicals? Well, there are many various ways that you can take action. One way of taking action is to recycle your plastic bottles that you have, and over time, eventually convert over to reusing plastic. You can also recycle other materials such as cardboard and paper. If we all start out small, we can all start saving the earth together. About 6 months ago, I quit buying disposable bottles and started using reusable bottles. It's been really nice not having the extra haul at the grocery as well as the extra expense, and it's nice to know I'm doing a good job helping out the earth as best as I can. So there's some issues that could run up with using a disposable or refillable bottle. What if I don't have a bottle? These water bottles you can typically find somewhere, just about any store. There's lots of clothing stores that sell various types of water bottles, Walmart, Marshalls, TJ Maxx. And they're usually not too expensive, and over the time you save from not buying plastic bottles, you'll definitely make your money back on this bottle. So what if I don't like the taste of tap water? That's one thing a lot of people say, and they make refillable bottles that do have filters attached to the nozzle whenever you drink it, so it is purified. They also sell Brita filters that you can attach to your sink faucet, and it'll filter the water as you drink it. So, in conclusion, over time, disposable plastic water bottles have taken over the earth, but these bottles create landfills, contaminate our water, release chemicals that pollute the earth and our bodies. So I challenge you on recycling your plastic bottles and to eventually convert over to reusing your bottles. So not only will you be saving money, but you will be saving the earth.